that, the first drive of the event is away. "16 feet. And that one will go for birdie. And starting the round off with a birdie is not a bad plan. And now teeing off on this par 4. Setting up here greenside, but in the rough. "12 feet to go here. And that one goes in for the bird. And after that hole, 2 under. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. Well, that's not what I had expected, but here we are. And this putt is for birdie. And that one's right in the cup. And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And now we find ourselves at the 4th hole tee off. And that was some fantastic work getting out of what was a very challenging lie onto the green here for the birdie. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now setting up on this par 3. Going with a pitching wedge here. This putt's for birdie. Oh, and I thought that was going to go. And this one's about 6 feet away. And that one drops for par. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now the 6th hole. That shot sounded a little off. All right, setting up the shot in the beach. "26 feet from the cup here. And about 9 feet to go here. And the bogey putt will drop. And 3 under for the day after that one. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. I doubt he's very happy about that shot. Yeah, it definitely looks like this lie is going to be better than the last one. And this one's definitely heading towards the green. And he's on the green. Putter's coming out. And about 7 feet to go here. For the birdie. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And let's see what the 8th has in store today. And I don't think that was the cleanest of swings. And this putt's for birdie. And a good putt. And after that one, 5 under for the day. And on to the 9th hole. And here's the 6 iron. And this one's for birdie. Oh, that was very close. And this one's a 9-footer. Ooh, that one's that's too bad. And with that, we say thank you to you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some golf. My name's John McCarthy. So glad you could join us, and I can't wait to get things started here on the TGC network. And we are ready to roll with our first round action here. Let's get down to that first tee, see what happens. And with that, I declare this event has begun. And about 170 yards to the pin. And that looks like a 5-iron. And that putt will be safely on with a fair distance still to go. and about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt's gonna drop for par. And starting the round off with a par. And now the second hole. And about 130 yards to go here. Going with the 8-iron here. And that approach is on with a lengthy putt coming up. And just missing. And about 5 feet to go here. And that putt will go for par. And after that hole, he will remain at even par. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. And he won't be too pleased with that. And this next one coming out of the rough. And I think he tried to use a little draw on that shot, but couldn't hit the target. And nothing wrong with that shot. And about 5 feet from the cup. Oh my goodness, that was close. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. All right, here's the 4th hole. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. From 140 yards out. And looks like a 6-iron. And it looks like the fade did not work in his favor on that one. And to save the par. Ooh. And about 6 feet away. And that'll be for the bogue. And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And here we are on the 5th. He's got to be pleased with that. Well, I think this is heading to the rough. And this putt could save par. Very nicely done. Long putt right into the cup. And as we look at the leaderboard, score to beat is 4 under. And moving on to the 6th. And I think the 5-wood is a bit too much for this one. Too much club. And this putt could save par. And right into the cup. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4. Well, so far so good for this one. Okay, and 135 yards to the pin. Going with the 8 iron. And I think he tried to draw that shot in there, and just wasn't on target. And he will like that. And it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And that one's going to go for par. And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And the 8th hole is next. Well, pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And this putt's for birdie. And about 8 feet to the cup. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And currently sitting at +2 for the day. And now setting up on this par 3. And going with the 6 iron. Bit too much club on that. Oh my! And the chip will drop into the cup. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And on to the 10th hole here. This one's looking pretty good so far. From here, about 105 yards. Here's a pitching wedge. And he's on the green. And this one's for birdie. Oh. And about 14 feet to the cup. And this one's about 2 feet from the cup. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And our leader is currently on top at a score of 4 under par. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. Too much club on that, I think. It's about 6 feet to go here. And that putt drops for par. And after that one, sitting at 2 over for the day. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Pretty sure that's the 5 wood. That'll drop for birdie. And +1 on the day after that hole. And time for the 13th here. And pretty sure he's going to like that. And about 200 yards to the pin. I think this might be a bit long. A bit too much club on that one. This putt is essential to save par. And that putt drops. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Well, I think this one's going to find short grass. Okay, and from 180 yards out. Just too much club. And this to save par. So close. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on that leaderboard. And currently sitting at 2 over for the day. And now setting up for this par 5. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And about 105 yards to the pin from here. Going with the pitching wedge here. And not the best approach shot. This to save par. Oh my goodness, just missed. And about 6 feet to go here. Ooh, unfortunate. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And 4 over for the day. Okay, I'm moving on to the 16th here. Three-wood in action here. And this putt to save par. Ooh, and it just misses. From 20 feet out. Oh my goodness. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. And a nice putt. And after that one, currently sitting at 6 over par for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. And I think he will be happy with that. And about 110 yards to the pin from here. Looking good. And from 23 feet out. Oh, and it just didn't drop. This putt's about a 2-footer. And now we're gonna take a look at the leaderboard. All right, and currently sitting at 7 over for the day. Teeing it up here on the 18th. This one's looking pretty good. And from 175 yards out. And a bit of a poor approach shot there. And this next putt for a final round score of 78. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. This one's about 3 feet away. And that one will drop for the bogey. And that is it for me here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Hello and welcome to one and all. My name is John McCarthy, and I couldn't be happier that you chose to join us for this event here on the TGC network. And let's get straight to the action on this first hole, par 4, down on the tee. Gonna see what happens. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. And about 185 yards to the pin. And here's a hybrid shot. And I'm hearing this one is very deep in the rough. And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And this putt's about 3 feet away. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And starting the day off at 2 over. And our leader today, currently on top of things with a round of 4 under par. And now let's move to the second hole. From 115 yards out. Going with the 9-iron. And this for the birdie. And that putt will drop. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And now the third hole tee off. And a promising looking shot here. Well, I guess my prediction didn't pan out. And that lie will be much more easy than the last one. This one's about 10 feet from the cup. Just missing here. And this one's about 8 feet. And that one will drop for bogey. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And now the 4th hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. From 140 yards out. Going with the 7-iron on this one. And about 32 feet to go. This putt's about 13 feet from the cup. Ooh, and that was very close. Just didn't drop. This one's about a 7-footer. Oh my lambs, that was very close. That one will drop. And after that hole, 4 over for the day. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. And sensing something was off on that swing. And back into the fairway after that one. And from 160 yards out. Going with the 6-iron. Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. And he's out of the sand with that one. And this to save the par. And a nice putt there. And 4 over for the day after that hole. And moving on to the 6th here. Going with the 5-wood here. Too much club, I think. Yeah, I think you'll like that. And this putt to save par. And that one will drop. And after that hole, currently sitting at 4 over for the day. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And he's probably going to like that. From 120 yards out. Here's a 9-iron. Not enough club on that one, I think. I think you'll like that. And they're about 3 feet away here. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And currently sitting at 4 over for the day after that hole. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. I think we'll find some fairway here. And this one's for birdie. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. 5 feet to go here. Ooh, I thought that one was gonna be in. And that putt drops for bogey. And currently sitting at 5 over for the day after that hole. And now the 9th hole. And this is going right towards that water. And with that, he will be putting, setting up about 12 feet away. And that putt's going to drop for the bogey. And sitting at 6 over for the event after that hole. And let's see what the 10th has in store. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And after a shot like that, that's putting par very much within reach. Oh goodness, that was almost in. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. Oh, that's bad luck there. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And after that hole, currently sitting at 7 over par. And now the 11th hole. And I doubt he'll be too pleased with that. I don't think he really had a clean swing on that one. Well, not a good approach shot there. And setting up in the sand here. And he's nicely out of the sand with that one. And to save par. Ooh, just missing here. And about 7 feet to go here. That one's going to drop for bogey. And after that one, sitting at 8 over for the day. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. That looks like the hybrid. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a poor approach. And about 8 feet to the cup from here. Ooh, that was very close. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that will be for bogey. And 9 over par is the score after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And about 215 to the pin. And here's the 5 wood. Too much club on that one. And this putt to save par. Ooh, just missing here. About 13 feet away. Oh, that was so close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And after that one, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, and 11 over par is the score after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th tee. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 160 yards to the pin. And looks like a 6-iron. And 11 feet to go here. Ooh, almost. And about 5 feet to go here. Ooh, that would have been good. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And 12 over is the score. And next up we have a par 5 hole. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. Okay, from 160 yards away. And here's the 6-iron. From 21 feet away. Ooh, it looked close. Just didn't go. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And the par putt will drop. And 12 over par is the score after that hole. And now setting up on the 16th tee. Going with the 3-wood here. And unfortunately, that shot is still in the sand. And he's probably glad this putt's about 7 feet to the cup. Oh my gracious, that was close. Nice little putt. And currently sitting at 14 over for the day. And let's see what the 17th has in store. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And with this, hopefully, they can save par. And a nice putt. And currently sitting at 14 over par. And now, teeing up for the final hole of the round. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about 150 yards to the pin here. Going with the 6-iron. And look at this, just an extremely well-placed golf shot right there. For the bird. And that's all for us here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network and myself. We thank you for tuning in. and we'll see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are ready for the golf. I'm so glad you could join us for this event presented by the TGC Network. We are just about to kick off our second round coverage of this first event of the season. Let's get down to that first tee off now. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. And it appears that shot actually ended up in the rough. And nothing wrong with that shot. From 15 feet. For the birdie. And starting today's round off at 1 under par. And our leader today currently has a round of 5 under par. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. Whoa! Dinged it right off the pin on that chip. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. Okay, and now we will take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, currently sitting at 2 under for the day. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. And this putt's for birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And now we find ourselves at the 4th hole tee off. And this shot's looking promising. And I apologize, we've actually ended up in the rough. "12 feet to the cup." Ooh. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for par. And today currently sitting at 3 under par. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today. Just didn't have enough club. Now setting up near the green, but in the rough. And I think he's going to like that. 5 feet to go here. And that one will drop for par. And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And now the 6th hole. Well, so far so good for this one. And in actual fact, that shot ended up in the rough. And the draw shot not panning out for him on that one. And about 18 feet to the cup. Oh my goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. And it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And that one drops for the bogey. And 2 under for the day after that one. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. Well, this one's looking pretty good. From here, about 230 to the pin. And here's the 3 wood. "16 feet away." Ooh. That was very close. And this puts about 3 feet away. And that putt will drop for par. And after that one, 2 under for the day. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off. And setting up your green side, but definitely in the rough. Oh! And ladies and gentlemen, the eagle has landed. And our leader today is currently at 8 under par. Okay, and on to the 9th. And looks like a 6-iron. Okay, he is now on the green. And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. And that one will drop for birdie. Well, that is all for us here at the TGC Network. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. All right, a couple of friends already on the course here. Swing away. It's looking good. All right, looking at 150 yards-ish. Not amazing, but you're out of the bunker, so that's a good thing. Oh, I thought that was going to drop. 4 feet to the hole. You can do this. And you're in the hole with a nice putt. Starting off at 1 over. Okay, hole number 2. Let's see what you can do here. All right, looking good so far. Okay, about 185 yards left to go here. Looks like you're going into the rough on this one. Good stuff out of the sand. All right, about a 3-footer here. All right, take a gander at the scorecard. All right, and your adjusted score is 1 over par after that one. Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here. This one's a beauty. All right, you're on the green. You got a lot of work to do, but you are on the green. Oh, man. Just missed the birdie. So close. Maybe a par here, though, huh? Okay, let's see what the scorecard says. All right, 1 over after adjustments on that hole. 4th hole coming up. Take your best shot. Nice, should be in the fairway. I'd say it's about 120 yards or so to the pin from here. This is not looking decent. I'll tell you what, everybody ends up here sometimes. Take this as a learning opportunity. Well, you're out of the sand. That's all, that's all you can ask for. Okay, we're putting from 29 feet out. Oh, it traveled all that way to do nothing but sit there. Let's see how these numbers add up. All right, your adjusted score is 2 over par after that one. 5th hole coming up. This is looking like it's going to get rough. Okay, you're kind of in some deep stuff. This is the danger zone. Little 5-footer here, nothing too scary. Solid par, well done. All right, your adjusted score is 2 over par after that one. All right, let's put this in the fairway. Looking good so far. All right, looking at 120 yards or so to the pin. Heading for the green here. I think you could probably 2-putt from here. This is for birdie. Yes. All right, and your adjusted score is 1 over par after that one. Seventh hole coming up. Looks like you'll be in the short stuff here. Well, I can't get them all right. I'm not a computer. 4 feet. Let's do this. Great putt in there for the par. All right, 1 over after adjustments on that hole. 8th hole coming up here. Let's take your best shot. Beauty. This one's for birdie. Nine-footer here. Let's see what we can do. All right, and your adjusted score is 1 over par after that one. All right, let's let her rip. I'd say around 105 yards or so to the pin here. This one to save par. Three feet to the hole here. I'm glad you dropped that one. That's your bogey. All right, your adjusted score is 2 over par after that one. Let's have a nice drive out on this one. It's looking good. I'd say around 105 yards or so to the pin here. To save par. All right, let's take a peek at the scorecard. All right, your adjusted score is 2 over par after that one. Okay, send this ball away. No good. Well, not bad out of that bunker. You're in the fairway now. And from here, we're about 130 yards out. Heading for the green here. Okay, you're on the green. That's about it. Let's see if we can save par on this putt. Ten-footer here. I think this can go. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Okay, time to get out the scorecard. All right, 4 over is the adjusted score after that hole. Okay, here we go. Nice, should be in the fairway. Well, I can't get it right all the time. Unlucky. Okay, so you're in the rough here. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like you may be getting wet here. And you're about 150 yards from the pin, I'd say. This could be dirty. Great bounce. I thought for sure it was heading for trouble. Sweet. All right, nice little 2-foot putt. Okay, let's see how these numbers add up now. And after that hole, 5 over is your adjusted score. Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way. This one's looking good. All right, looking at 150 yards-ish. Looking good. Nice little approach shot. Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer. Nice putt out there for the birdie. All right, 4 over is the adjusted score after that hole. And now we find ourselves on hole number 14. Very nice. I'd say around 105 yards or so to the pin here. Looks like this is a beauty. Well, that won't do. That was an interesting shot. That was an interesting choice. Could be in the rough here. Okay, this is very deep in the rough, so you might want to swap that club.